Hello everyone, my name is Albab. Today, me and my group members are going to present a very serious issue in Malaysia, that is alcoholism. You can see the name and student metric number of all group members in the first slide. Before moving forward, let me introduce the topic. In Malaysia, the consumption of alcohol is a very growing concern. Even though a strong religious and social restrictions are in place, but the cases are being increased day by day. At first glance, many may concern that the consumption of alcohol is only a private matter. But in reality, it's not only a private matter, it is a significant issue so far. Why it's a significant issue? Because cases of alcoholism shows that it leads to the wider issues such as crime, health, deterioration and social harm as well. For example, alcohol misuse contributes significantly to the road accident. It creates problem in a workplace such as absenteeism may reduce the productivity, and ultimately the reduction of productivity is also harmful for the country's economic development as well. In often cases, it results to the family breakdown and domestic violence, and in extreme cases may lead to the murder as well. That's why studying this issue is so important. By examining alcoholism, we can see clearly how it threatens the public health, community safety, and even Malaysia's well-being as well. Most importantly, it helps us to understand why prevention and intervention are urgently needed. So let's see what's the point of view of my other group members in this on this topic. So you can see in the next slides. Thank you. Growing.
Our search has three key objectives. First, to identify the root causes of alcoholism in Malaysia. Why do people start drinking in the first place? And why does the problem spread in certain groups? Causes may include cultural acceptance, peer pressure, stress, or even weak enforcement of laws. Second, to analyze the effect of alcoholism not just on individual but also on families, workplace, and society at large. Alcohol abuse has a ripple effect. It creates health problems, weakens families, lowers workplace productivities, and increases social inequality. Third, to interpret alcoholism through different perspectives, religion, philosophy, and Malaysia's own Rukun Negara. By using these lenses, we can connect health and social issues with values, morality, and national unity. These objectives give us a roadmap for our presentation, allowing us to move from understanding the problem to analyzing its impact and family to offering possible solutions.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fiza Ehsan and today I am going to explain few terms related to the issue. Firstly, alcoholism, also called alcohol use disorder, which is a chronic medical condition. A person suffering from it cannot control their drinking, even when it causes serious harm to them. Next, addiction. It refers to a repeated harmful involvement with a substance or behavior. What defines addiction is that it controls the person instead of the person controlling it. Finally, the Rukun Negara is Malaysia's national ideology established after 1969 to promote unity, morality, and shared values in a diverse society. To conclude, we need to understand that alcoholism is not only a medical issue, but a social and moral challenge that Malaysia must respond to. Thank you.
There are many causes behind alcoholism in Malaysia. Some are personal, while others are social or structural. Among young people, peer pressure plays a strong role. Nightlife culture, clubs, and social media trends often make alcohol look fun and modern. For some, drinking becomes a way of fitting in or escaping loneliness. In certain non-Muslim communities, alcohol is socially accepted and sometimes part of cultural tradition. While this in itself may not always be harmful, it can contribute to a higher rate of alcohol misuse if moderation is not practiced. The media also plays a big role. Advertisement and entertainment often portray alcohol as a glamorous without showing its harmful effect. This normalization of drinking influences young minds. From a policy perspective, weak enforcement of existing laws allows underage drinking and overconsumption. Despite regulation, alcohol is still easily available in many areas. Finally, stress is a big driver. Many people turn to alcohol as a coping mechanism for work, stress, financial struggle, or emotional difficulties. During the COVID-19 lockdowns, isolation and anxiety lead to a rise in alcohol use. Together, these causes show that alcoholism is not just a personal weakness, it is the result of a complex mix of individuals, struggle, and social influences.
Hi, my name is Hussain Ali Hussaini and I will tell you about impact of alcoholism. Impact of alcoholism are serious and far-reaching on health. It damages the liver, increases cancer risk and worsens mental health. In Malaysia, recording a 28% rise in hospital admissions. At work, alcohol causes absentees, accidents and how productivity which hurts the economy. Families also suffer facing domestic violence, financial problems and trauma for children. The effects are felt even more in low income and rural communities such as Sabah, creating social inequalities. Finally, public safety is threatened with over 4,200 DUI accidents recorded in a year. This example shows that alcoholism is not just a private issue, it harms family, communities and entire nations.
Now let's take a closer look at the number because statistics shows how the seriousness this issue is. In 2019, Malaysians consumed around 7 liters of pure alcohol per person. After that, COVID-19 came, lockdowns the country. Then the consumption dropped slightly because people had no access to the clubs and bars. This was temporary. In 2022, consumption has reached to the same level as before. Today, about 11 to 12% Malaysian, roughly 2.3 million people are actively drunkards. What even more concerning is that half of them are binge drunkers. Binge drinker means that they have consumed large amount of drink in short time. When the restriction was restricted, then the drunk-driven incident has reached to the pre-pandemic level. This figure tells us something important. Even laws and regulations exist. Alcoholism in Malaysia is a strong problem that continues to place a pressure to individuals, families, and healthcare hospitals.
Studies and reports in Malaysia confirm the seriousness of this issue. The Star in 2023 reported a rise in alcohol consumption among young people and hospitals are treating more alcohol-related conditions. A Malaysian medical journal found that work stress increased the work of alcohol dependence by about 40%. Encouragingly, research also shows that community-based program can reduce drinking by up to 15%. These findings highlight both the challenges we face and the strategies that can help reduce the harm.
Hi everyone, this is Abdul Mubdi, roll number B25762202, student of the Bachelor's in Accounting program, and this is for the subject Philosophy and Current Issues. When we look at alcoholism through philosophy, we see that it is not just a health issue but also a moral and ethical one. In Islam, alcohol is prohibited in the Quran because it clouds the mind, damages self-control, and disrupts society. This shows that self-discipline and protecting others are key values. Confucianism emphasizes harmony in relationships, respect for parents, and responsibility within the family. Alcoholism undermines these values by creating conflict, neglect, and irresponsibility. Buddhism and Malaysia's concept of sejahtera highlights balance, compassion, and the well-being of the community. Alcohol abuse disrupts this balance by causing suffering for both the individual and those around them. Taken together, these perspectives remind us that alcoholism is more than just drinking. It cuts against the core values of morality, discipline, respect, and balance that are essential for human and social harmony. Thank you.
The Rukun Negara, which is Malaysia's national philosophy, also gives us valuable guidance on how to view and respond to the issue of alcoholism. The first principle, belief in God, emphasizes self-control, discipline, and responsibilities. These values remind us that faith and moral awareness can protect individuals from falling into harmful habits like alcohol abuse. The principle of courtesy and morality is equally important. It teaches us that when someone is struggling with addiction, we should not judge or isolate them. Instead, society should respond with compassion, offering support and pathways to recovery. By applying these values, communities can build safe and supportive environment. Where awareness is raised, help is available and those affected are treated with dignity. In this way, the Rukun Negara does more than guide unity. It's aligned perfectly with effort to reduce alcoholism, showing how national values can strengthen both individual and society.
Now we will see the group reflection on this issue. As a group, we came to a strong realization that alcoholism is not only a person's individual choice. Instead, it has a ripple effect that extends far beyond the drinker. Families are torn apart, public safety is compromised, and economic development is also slowed down. Through our discussion, we concluded that Malaysia has required a unified response to overcome the issues. For this, we need government policies, education, and the community involvement as well. So our group reflection showed that alcoholism is a multidimensional. It's not about the health, but more about morality, safety, and unity. To make it clear that solving this issue requires not just one sector. Participation from all levels of the society is required to overcome this issue. As well as the group reflection is concerned, this assignment was very good journey for all of us. We learned the importance of teamwork, dividing tasks effectively, and trusting each other's strength. Though we are all the online students, there was a communication gap, but it went so very good through the WhatsApp channel and the other social media. It went very good. Perhaps most importantly, we saw the community-driven decision, how to think critically, analyze the data, interpreting the statistics, and connecting all these issues with the Malaysia's national issue. So it reminds us the power of morality and how the alcoholism does not only harmful for individual, but it's also a wider social consequences as well. Through this lesson, I hope it will add the values in our personal growth. Thank you.
To address the problem of alcoholism, we need solutions at multiple levels. At the government level, stricter laws and better enforcement are essential. Sales should be more tightly regulated, especially to prevent underage drinking, and rehabilitation centers should be expanded so that treatment is more accessible and affordable. Public health campaigns are also very important. By raising awareness in schools, workplaces, and communities, people can learn about the dangers of alcohol misuse before it becomes a habit. Families and communities play a vital role too. Early detection, supportive home environments, and alcohol-free community programs can reduce the risk and help people recover without stigma. At the international level, Malaysia can adopt the World Health Organization's guidelines and also learn from grassroots practices in other countries that have successfully reduced alcohol abuse. Most importantly, this issue cannot be solved by one group alone. Collaboration between the government, healthcare providers, religious organizations, and the community is key. By working together, Malaysia can reduce alcoholism and build a healthier, safer society for all.
So conclusively, alcoholism in Malaysia is not only a public health issue, it's a serious social and moral challenge for everyone. It causes diverse ranging from stress and peer pressure to the cultural influences and weak enforcement of law, which spread equally touching all the families, workplace, and public safety, and a lot of the issues related to this. Alcoholism is also deepens inequality, particularly in vulnerable communities. For all these reasons, solutions must be holistic. Strong government policies, paired with education, awareness campaigns, and active community support is required for all this. It's not a individual sport, it's a community sport is required to overcome this issue. To work collectively, Malaysia can protect its people, safeguard the families, strengthen the unity and values that hold our nation together. Thank you. As you can see the references in the slides, to ensure the credibility in our study, we relied on reliable and trustworthy sources only, which include the international and local media but directly linked with the internal source of the Malaysia. For example, we also examined the findings from medical journals which provide the deeper insights into the health impact of the alcohol consumption. In addition, we also use the local media reports which also give us the exactly current situation in the Malaysia. And finally, by drawing the combination of the sources, we ensured that our analysis and recommendations are not just the personal opinion but grounded in the evidence with the support of the experts as well. So this strengthens the validity of our presentation and the conclusion. And ultimately, at the end of the report, as an appendix, we have included a collection of visuals that helps to illustrate and strengthen our finding. For example, you can see the increasing trend of the alcohol market in the Malaysia, year-wise increasing trend you can see, and infographics from the WHO that outline the health risks associated with the drinking. And you can also see the male and the female ratio of the road accident and the diseases which are related to the directly related to the consumption of the alcohol. So all these visuals act as a powerful reminder of both the scale of the problem and guiding the principles that can lead us towards the solution. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Thank you.